On my way to get Jax. Hello, I just got to work. It is 9:30. I've got a few minutes before I need to get in there and start setting up, but Jax was able to make it down to the floor bed with the splint on. Said it was a lot harder, but made it. Had asked for a wake up at 8, but when I came in, we decided on 1 more hour of sleep. I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna have a lot of time to take you to the bathroom. I don't know how that kid can hold it so much. Didn't need to go, but I set Jax up with a bagel and packed a lunch. But basically my time between the bus stop and leaving was being on hold with the orthopedics. It took so long, and I had to hang up at one point because I was on hold for like 10 minutes and my intestines were like, hello, we're still not well. And yeah, it's just stress, probably making it harder to get better. But I finally got through. It's a place that has locations all over the place, but I chose it partially from reviews, but partially because their Ashburn location is just like ground level, as I said. But of course, they only had a 9:20 appointment at Ashburn, and this is probably you gotta get to work. Oh no, it's the attendance is processed. I already got the email. We can't do a 9:20. It's already passed. I have to work, so I had to take a 150 in Aldi, which it looks like it's 20-minute drive. I'm gonna have to hustle so fast to get home in time to get Jax to the bathroom and then try and get us to the car and have 20 minutes to drive. It's on the 3rd floor of a new medical building by a hospital. The doctor does do both locations, so she's like, you'll be able to switch to Ashburn. But I'm gonna have to call for like a wheelchair to be brought down, so that's the whole thing. I don't know if they're gonna like lend us one. I don't know what this deal is. I don't know what the deal is. We just are taking this one day at a time. But I'm gonna head in and start setting up for work. And I'm hoping that we get the news that it's not a break. All right, good morning. On my way to get Jax. I had to go all the way up and give him my IV, get a wheelchair, and now I'm headed down. Wish us luck. Back in the elevator. They don't think anything's broken, but because of all the swelling, we need to get an MRI. They don't do MRIs here. We gotta go to an imaging center. We have an order and a long list. And then we all have to come back. We have a brace, which they're billing $750 to insurance. And if they don't pay, then we have to pay $250 for it. So let's hope they pay for that. Yeah, it's a mess, but Jax is allowed to move and weight bear as ability allows, so time to go home. I was just returning the wheelchair and I gotta go back to the car. I'm home. Sebastian's chatting and playing Minecraft, and I am on a chat with our health insurance because like step 1 on this MRI order is verify coverage for the procedure, and see if you need a written referral or pre-authorization. So that's what I'm doing. My nose is so freaking itchy and I keep finding hairs, like dog hairs, stuck to it. Okay, she sent me a list of locations, Herndon, Reston, Centerville. Yeah, no, we're gonna be driving. I guess we're gonna go far. Yay. There was way more on the list that the doctor gave, but we gotta go with what the health insurance says. They just sent me a message saying they're gonna, after the chat ends, you'll be assigned a care advisor who will support you and anyone else in the plan with things like medical claims, benefits, prior authorizations, medication. Our team can also offer nurse support through case management, community financial resources, spiritual and emotional support. Alrighty. Thank you. Big health care company. You said you were going to get me an estimate, but now we can't get an estimate. So, we were about to get an estimate. She said that at first, that she could get me an estimate. Sorry, I look so ragged, I feel it. But that, she's like, where are you going? I'm like, yeah, I don't know where we're going yet. Where can I go? You tell me. That looks like we're going to one of these big ones in Reston. I just put my hair up because I really wanted it not touching me. And it looks terrible right now, so sorry. But I guess I'm going to focus on this. I think Danny went out for a run. He's got a marathon. He's flying to Florida too. I think Thursday he flies. It's gonna be just me here. So, alright. I'm gonna focus on this. Hello everyone, try not to be too loud because Sebastian just got to sleep. Excuse me, I wiped off my eye makeup because it was almost off anyway. My eyes have been very swollen and itchy today. I think it's indoor allergies because it's still very dry in here because the heater's going all the time. I'm definitely doing better in the coughing department. But it needs to get out. Oh, I hate it so much because I didn't... When people get sick because they went out to a crowded place, that's on them. Don't bring it home and get me sick. I purposely didn't go. So frustrating. Anyway, just trucking through the aftermath of the call with my health insurance. They're wonderful, but they require pre-authorization before we can get the MRI. So that means we need to make an appointment, and then the doctor who ordered it needs to submit to the health insurance in advance. And they need to approve it, which I do have a stat order, so that they said they'd get back in 72 hours, which, yeah, that's 3 days. And the doctor's offices, they need 5 business days if they need to request pre-authorization. So that's like a week. And Jax is stuck in a brace until we look into this. And sorry, I've been drinking hot tea and steaming, so it's coming up, but that's good. I want it to come up. I don't cough when I'm out and about. So now is when I'm trying to get it up. So forgive me, you're bearing the brunt of it. Jax still can't walk on crutches. We don't know how Jax would walk on crutches with a backpack that weighs like 25 pounds. They're ridiculously heavy. Even Sebastian's is so heavy from just having water in a Chromebook. I can't wait to take medicine at bedtime and not have to cough. I just can't take a full breath because it's stuff there, and I'm so sick of it. Anyway, the care agent, I forget what they called her, Roberta. Roberta was wonderful, and she called the doctor to tell them that I did need pre-authorization. I guess she couldn't get through to any of these people either. Like, she had the same problem as me. At one point she was like, at least I've got good hold music. I'm like, oh, Roberta, not the hold music. This is the worst time for me to try to talk to you. This is the most I've coughed all day because I was steaming. But she called the doctor to tell them, and since she just left a message, they called me back while I was still chatting with her. It was probably an hour I was chatting. And they gave me a phone number and a name of somebody I need to call when I have the appointment. She tried to make an appointment for me, but at that point, it was like the last 45 minutes of everybody's day. They were shutting down at 5, and I chose one reasonably close to try. And yeah, she just left a message. She gave up. She kept getting the message where we'll call you back within a business day if you don't want to wait any longer. I was like, fine, just do that. So when that message popped up again, she did that. So I'm gonna get a random call, I guess, from a random imaging center that I picked just because it's not that far. And I guess I need to make an appointment for a week out. I still need to tell the school Jax is not coming tomorrow. I agreed to give Jax at least a couple days if more than half of schoolwork can get done at home. There's art class and PE class. Obviously, we can't do so. If Jax doesn't take it seriously and reach out to all the teachers, we're gonna have to reconsider that. Maybe rent a wheelchair. I don't know. I need to email the school or call the school. I don't know. But for now, I'll put in another absence note, give more details that we're waiting on an MRI, but I'm not feeling good. I've got some snot and this cough, and I don't want it. Why did they get me sick? It's too much, and Dan's about to leave and leave me alone with all this. He's going to Florida. Good night. Thank you for making it through my wine fest and all the coughings. Sorry about your ears if you weren't earbuds. I'm sure that was loud. I'm gonna go edit this and wheeze until I take medicine and feel comfortable while I get my 5 hours of sleep. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.